I'm walking around completely late. It is 2 a.m. because I cannot fucking do anything else. You see, when your sister decides, oh, yes, I believe I will start an art and crafts project at 10:30, and I'll go ahead and do that until 1 a.m. And then when I'm done, I'll make a ton of noise, as I always do, because I'm completely incapable of doing anything silently, being I can't think of a polite word to say it, being I don't know, sperm whale that I am. So, me wearing sound-blocking earplugs and having taken freaking, what's it called, melatonin, which makes you fall asleep and stay asleep, and I've been into deep sleep, so I should not be waking up. I get waken up by that. Now you see, because her idiocy, it annoys me. Once I'm waking up, my brain will not do that. I have fucking autism. I cannot just go, oh, okay, you woke me up at 1 a.m. and I have a work thing tomorrow at 10 a.m. on a fucking weekend, but your idiocy led me to wake up and screw up my sleep cycle as you always do. So even though I have the rare opportunity to actually have proper sleep cycle, your stupidity keeps me from doing that for absolutely no reason. Because unnecessary and unreasonable stupidity is the thing that annoys me most, because it is fucking unnecessary and unreasonable. There's no reason that stupidity should exist, yet it will always. And I have been granted the opportunity by God to be able to sleep well, and I have the will to sleep well. A lot of people have the opportunity, but they just don't do it. They just go up, so I could stay up till 11:30 and don't sleep well. I have the opportunity and I have the will, and it's been ruined by idiocy, completely unreasonable, unnecessary idiocy. Does that not enrage you? It is completely unfair. Fairness and justice is something I highly advocate for, and it is due to my brain wiring, I believe. I lost empathy in some places and gained it in others, and that's one result of that. So I'm horrifically enraged by unreasonable stupidity like this. So I cannot sleep because I am enraged, and my body is very psychosomatic, so my body heats up and itches, and it hurts, and my eyes hurt, and I am incapable of sleeping. And I cannot eat or drink anything. I cannot stay up, obviously, because that would be even worse for my sleep cycle. I can't go on any screens, so I can't do anything. I can't fucking do anything. I can't try to sleep. I can't try to stay up on a screen. I can't eat or drink, so I'm forced to just come down here. I can't even fucking work out because that'll overheat me, and then I'll be dirty, and I can't go back to sleep, and I can't fucking take a shower because it's 2 fucking a.m. So I just have to stay up. Oh, by the way, I don't cuss. Yeah, I don't ever cuss. I constantly get on my dad and my mom about cussing. I don't do it. I just don't. But her fucking idiocy causes me to do that. She has driven me here. One person. Quite frankly, truly being 100% honest, I would rather be roommates with Hitler. Because at least Hitler would annoy me, right? I wouldn't be able to speak his language, but he would just leave me alone, and sure, he's done bad things, but he wouldn't affect me, would he? No. Hell, I'd be roommates with Ted Bundy if it weren't for the fact that he'd probably try and kill or rape me. Because I don't care who I'm around. Being around bad people who've done bad things doesn't mean I'll do those bad things. It affects me in pretty much no way. But being around my sister, who I quite literally consider the worst person I've ever met, the most annoying person, rather, perhaps, I don't know, worst person I've ever met. That's only because I haven't met the CEO of Monsanto. I know the CEO of Monsanto is definitely, I don't know. Because I know he's worse in terms of morals. He's like the most evil person to ever exist. But would he be a worse roommate? I don't think so. I think he'd be a better roommate. I think I would be able to live with 5 young children a lot more easily than with my sister. Driving me to make a fucking video at 2 a.m. because of her idiocy. Who else would do that? Would Hitler make me do that? I don't think Hitler would make me wake up at 1 a.m. because he was making a ton of noise, making a DIY arts and crafts thing for her not boyfriend, apparently, just a friend, except for the fact you've dated and you're basically a boyfriend again. I don't think Hitler would do that. Well, he's not gay, so he wouldn't have a boyfriend, but I don't think he would do that with his wife regardless. I think he would go to sleep by a proper time because he's not an annoying asshole. Would you do that? Perhaps you could be my roommate. Viewer, please do that. Come, please. Be my roommate so I don't have to fucking do this. So I'm not driven to insanity doing things that are absurd and being enraged. Literally, quite literally, if she did not exist, I would never be angry. My dad mildly annoys me constantly, sure, but I can ignore that. And nothing else angers me. I can get over literally everything. She is the one sole core demonic purpose in my life for anger. And I honestly think she's a net negative on society. I think if she were to be removed, then everyone would benefit. I think she does not benefit anyone. Perhaps, like, the people at her work, she does some work for them. Or, I don't know. I think everyone she's around, she annoys. She's deceitful. She constantly pesters my family. She practically ruins my life with my sleep cycle. I could have a perfectly nice life, but she's probably affecting my life in the long term. And honestly, when there is an uncontrollable factor, well, actually, there is a controllable factor, but I can't control it because she's stupid. I've addressed her about it multiple times. I've gotten earplugs and I've taken melatonin. I'm trying to go to sleep early, so by the time I'm in deep sleep, hopefully she'll start making enough noise to get through the headphones and break me out of the deep sleep, which is extra fueled by melatonin. So there are solutions to this problem. You want to know a solution that costs no problem and benefits everyone, including her? Her fucking going to sleep early and not waking up in the middle of the night to do things. But she doesn't know how to have proper sleep, and she doesn't give a crap. She's gonna do whatever she wants. She's gonna ruin her life. See, I think idiocy is fine. Be stupid, but don't do it to other people. Which is why I wish there was a place where we could take all idiot people and just let them live their lives. Okay, just go be alone. Just don't bother other people. You can go ahead and be a mass murderer as long as you only kill idiots. You can go ahead and be on your phone while driving and crash into the barrier as long as you're not obstructing the drive of other people who have brains. And I wish I could say what I typically say with a reasonable mind, which is that the world will always be corrupt and sinful, and I can't change that, so I must accept the serenity prayer. But I can't. I fucking can't. What the fuck can I do right now? Tell me what I can do. Tell me. I can't do anything. I cannot do anything. No, I can't. I cannot do anything but walk around the fucking house at 2:30 a.m. now because of her. And you know what happens if I get revenge? Which I shouldn't do anyways. If I try to wake her up in the middle of the night, she'll go, "Oh, you're waking me up in the middle of the night? That's rude. I'll do it to you too." Because she's so fucking arrogant, she doesn't realize what she does, even though I confront her about it, and it's very blatantly obvious. And she will retaliate. There is no way to stop her. I think she's going to go through life, and as she goes through life, she will basically ruin everyone's life who she's around. Her partner, she will probably cheat on, for God knows sakes, I don't know. Her friends, she'll lie to them. She'll get them in danger. But of course, her friends are also idiots, so they won't give a crap. Idiotic, emotional people, I hate them so much. Pure hatred. That's all I have for them. I don't want to. God commands me not to hate. He commands me to love my neighbor. Despite what they may do, I should love them. If I was allowed to kill my neighbor, I would do that. And you see, that is due to the human spirit. The human spirit is dead. It can live with Jesus Christ. But I am not perfect. I will always sin. And I am not 100% faithful. I will never be. No man will ever be anymore. So I'm sinful. And I have made many constant changes to acknowledge that I cannot accept flaws, and that I should always change them, and accepting a flaw, such as hating someone, is a bad thing. But I think due to the way the brain functions, which I am very much more aware of now with studying neurology, and due to the way my probably demon-influenced or even possessed sister does things, I think I am driven to hatred and there is nothing I can do about it. I know how the brain works. I know what my brain desires. I know what makes my brain angry. I know how the subconscious works. I know what psychosomatics are. I know what unconscious things I completely cannot control are. And I believe, due to my sinful human subconscious and unconscious behavior, and due to what she does, I do not think it is possible whatsoever to control myself. I would have to entirely override something. And by the way, I, again, do have mild autism, most likely. So it's already very difficult, and my psychosomatics are something that takes a strong hold on me. Placebo effects are very, very effective, except typically they're in the negative. I would like to be healed by something using placebo, but instead, my dad says, oh, wow, it's hot in here, and suddenly my entire body heats up. Don't you just love being psychosomatic? So yeah, I think due to how my brain is wired, and due to my sinful nature, and due to my demonic sister, I am incapable of not hating. I think, unfortunately, despite the fact that I want to change, there is no reason to. Of course, I should always try to be the best I can, but I can't. There's a limit. I think I've hit my limit. I can try to hate the least I possibly can, and I do. I ignore annoyances. I ignore all the bad things happening in the world. I'm not hating people. I don't hate people. But due to neurology, I am at my limit with my sister. I'm at the limit where, despite my attempts at trying to not hate, I literally cannot. She causes me, beyond my control, beyond anything I can do, to become angry. I am forced to live with this. I cannot change it. So, even though I don't want to accept any sin, I have to. What should I do now? Sleep downstairs? Honestly, that's an option. There's no reason for me to sleep upstairs, is there? Except for the light down here. So yes, I will have to accept that the world will always have people like her. She's probably not even the worst one. Though I do believe in a reasonable mind that she is a net negative on society and we would benefit without her. As with many, many, many other people. But we cannot have a perfect society. This is not heaven. That is not how this works. I need water. Let's drink some water so that when I try to go back to sleep, I'll wake up at like 6 a.m. because I have to pee. Wouldn't have happened if she didn't wake me up, because I know how to manage myself. I am intelligent. She is not. But I am forced to live with her. And I think despite soundproof walls existing, I think even with fully deadening earmuffs, even if she were tied to a bed, duct tape over her mouth, and put to sleep with chloroform, she would still find some way to wake me up. I think this is inevitable. Oh, by the way, there's one thing she does. First of all, I haven't elaborated. The way she does it is extremely annoying. She used to do it in more worse ways, but she's only narrowed down to just a few terrible ways to annoy me. And this is just regarding waking me up at night. This isn't regarding anything else. But why waste my time explaining? All you need know is she's a terrible person who ruins my life, essentially. She makes me more sinful than I wish to be. Because I wish to be sinless, of course. Not in the sense that I want to be perfect because I want to be amazing and like God. No. I simply want to be the best I can be, as is commanded by God. And I cannot. And I think one reason for that is her, which is why I hate her. And I think hate is, well, it really derives into two things. First, the hatred that comes biologically and neurologically. I'm going to sit down now. In the sense that my body overheats and my mind is incapable of thinking of anything else but her because it desires revenge. That is how my mind perceives anger. That is something I cannot control. And then there's the other anger, which is the reasonable anger. The anger that I was given the opportunity to do things like sleep at a proper time, and I was given the will to do things unlike many people, I'm a very rare case, at least in America, where I'm given the chance to sleep properly, and I know how to do it, and I want to do it, but it's taken away. Imagine there was just like a massive, infinitely regenerating water well in Africa. In many places in Africa, they were given the opportunity to drink from it. And then some idiot, just for no reason, decided, you know what, I'm gonna fill this in with concrete. Yeah, okay. It just blocked off the supply. Would you like that? No? Why not? Because it's unreasonable and it's stupid, and someone's getting an opportunity they haven't had before, and it's a very rare opportunity that they can utilize, and some idiot decided to end it? Oh, yeah, reminds me of something. Oh, wait, that's because it's my life. Every fucking night. So my reasonable side would like her to not be on Earth, because I think she's a negative for society, as I said. And I think she causes me to lose opportunities, which other people don't have, which is unfair, of course. Because if the opportunity to sleep well and the will to sleep well were in other people, they would be able to utilize it. So me being I would say, relatively rare case where I have the opportunity and the will to sleep at a proper time, that's ruined because of unreasonable stupidity. I'm starting to use unreasonable now. I used to use unnecessary, but all stupidity is unnecessary, but there's typically some reasoning behind it, even if it's stupid. Like going on your phone while driving, that's not necessary. But you could reason, oh, I had to check my Instagram. It's a bad reason, but it's a reason. And then you have unreasonable stupidity, which is something done entirely for zero reason whatsoever, except for stupidity and probably demonic influence. Because some people, like my sister, do things that are beyond what's lazy, and somehow, despite their ignorance and their laziness, they do things in a more difficult way that makes it more annoying for other people. Is it deliberate? Is she actually a completely evil person? Potentially. But more likely, she's just lazy and she just somehow manages to magically do things, probably by demonic influence, a worse way, for the worse of everyone around her. So I don't think she should exist. But again, perfect society. If we removed everything sinful, I would include removing myself. And I would like to design an ideal. I even did a writing on an ideal society recently. And life could still be with sin, but better. But this is God's plan. And God's plan is for people to undergo bad things, and I honestly have it quite good compared to many other people. I'd say probably better than 70% of people, maybe 80%. I'm not sure how to gauge. It's a difficult number to gauge. But due to my logical reasoning and due to my mind and the parts of it that I cannot control, I will be angry. This is inevitable. This has been a rant, because I can do nothing else right now. God bless you, and goodbye.